My channel focuses on the most dangerous road hazards, including reckless driving.
This is very traumatic for everyone.
This horrific scene is what first responders found this morning after a vehicle drove off the overpass and fell onto the northbound lanes of I-5.
Imagine driving down I-5 and then having a car land in front of you as you're, from an overpass and striking that.
Washington State Patrol says there were 3 people in that vehicle. One was ejected before the car went off the overpass and was later found by first responders. 2 others were in the car when it crashed onto I-5. One of them was ejected and died at the scene. The other was taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. Officials estimate the car fell about 30 feet. Other vehicles that were driving on I-5 were also involved in the incident. 3 of them were taken to local hospitals with minor injuries. Officials say they haven't seen a crash like this here before.
I can't remember another situation like this. But you can imagine driving along the freeway and a vehicle lands in front of you. That's traumatic in and of itself. And unfortunately, someone lost their life today.
The details at 6:30 tonight about the man believed to be behind the wheel of a car that fell off an overpass in Tukwila last week. 1 person died when the SUV fell onto I-5. Daud Moham is now facing a long list of charges, including hit and run. Moham was ejected before that SUV fell and suffered only minor injuries. He took off from the scene and was found a short time later. Officers believe that he threw his wallet into a nearby wooded area. Court documents show since 2013, Moham has been cited more than 35 times for traffic violations. Because of past DUI convictions, he was ordered to only drive cars with interlock devices. Investigators say that he was driving his father's car at the time of this crash that did not have one.
A victim is reliving the terrifying moments of a deadly I-5 overpass crash that killed 1 person, hurt several others, and caused a major traffic backup. Thank you for joining Fox 13 News at 10. I'm Frankie Thompson. Tonight, we're hearing his survival story, saying people are lucky to be alive after that SUV flew off an overpass and crashed onto the interstate below. Fox 13's Dave Detling joins us live with more on tonight's top story. So, Dave, how close did that SUV get to the man's car?
Good evening, Frankie. Well, we are talking direct impact in only a matter of inches. Robert, who you're about to hear from, says had it been any closer, he and his wife would have been crushed.
We're going to visit my daughter and my grandkids in Vancouver, Canada.
A trip north for Robert Akhtar and his wife sidelined Friday morning.
Everything was just so surreal.
All of a sudden, he says, his Tesla braked on I-5. What he saw next made him think he'd be dead.
And I can see a car falling from the sky. It was just so surreal. And I said, oh my God, this is... And then all of a sudden, I could see a black figure falling in front of me. I said, oh, we are gone.
He and his wife survived. The black SUV clipped the front of their car.
Miraculously, it hit the front part of my car and spun around.
WSP saying the 30-year-old alleged driver of the SUV ran from the scene but was arrested. Investigators say there were 3 people in the truck. A 26-year-old from Seattle was ejected once it crashed onto the freeway. He died on scene.
Accident is accident, nobody does that, right? But a life gone. It was too precious.
Robert is still trying to make sense of Friday's crash, but grateful he and his wife are alive.
Anything can happen to anybody at any time. And even the smallest thing can take your life. And even the worst and so surreal thing can give you another chance. For me, it is just something so miraculous.